Sponsored by Aztec Brewing Company. People come for our great beer and stay for the live music. Come visit us at 2330 La Mirada Drive, number 300 in Vista, California. Cheers. Sponsored in part by Ernie Ball, the world's leading manufacturer of premium guitar strings and accessories. Committed to crafting the strings that shape the sound of rock and roll for over 60 years.
How's it going, everybody? Thank you for tuning in on YouTube here at the amazing Wildcat Guitars here in Escondido. We are Dorian Tide, so happy to be here. This first song is called Changes. The song's called Changes. This next one's called Believe. What up, Lex? I can't hear the sound, feedback from the people that are all around. Feel my feet levitating off the ground, trying to get my point across, trying to be profound. I can't see the sign, trying to memorize every word that you said. It's about every thought that comes into my head. it's a lot, then baby, go ahead. I believe the short for me, this I can't see it. I believe that we both agree the matters of the heart will never be apart. We both know where to stop. I can't feel the rain falling on my head. I can't explain nothing to navigate short summer rain. Trying to get my point across and not complain. Let me be the one. Light shines through the silhouette of your head. The hour is golden because you are there. Traveling alone, the road leads nowhere. But I believe, sure for me, this I can see. I believe that we both agree. The nights of the heart will never be apart. We both know where to start. And I believe that sure for me, this I can see. And I believe that we both agree. The matters of the heart will never be apart. We both know where to stop. This song's called Running Behind. Running behind, always taking my time. The weight of the world is heavy on my shoulders. I feel like I'm blind. I can see my night in colors. There's too many sheets between. I don't wanna be bothered. Lady, how I calculated. Looking back, it's got me feeling frustrated. Out of time is the way when we can break this. Just to make it simple instead of complicated. Running behind, always taking my time. The weight of the world is heavy on my shoulders. I feel like I'm blind, like I see my night in color. There's too many sheets between. I don't wanna be bothered. Looking back to what I said, the mic goes too quickly from what's inside my head. I just want it all to calm down. Being off the ground from this crazy playground. Running behind, always taking my time. The weight of the world is heavy on my shoulders. I feel like I'm blind. I can see my night in color. There's too many sheets between. I don't wanna be bothered. Looking back to myself, and I know what's good for my head. Just cruise up to a small town there. Come on, put it down so I don't stray. Running behind, always taking my time. The weight of the world is heavy on my shoulders. I feel like I'm blind, like I see my night in color. There's too many Big shout out to Ernie Ball, new sponsorship here at Wildcat. So very cool. And also Aztec Brewery, amazing beer. Thank you guys. Appreciate the support. They do as well. This next song is called Mother Earth. Recollection fading, but indeed, so much deeper than we believe. Freedom is erasing, upon our feet, deeper than we ever seen. Now we lost our way, we are so afraid. Yeah, that song means wasting. Mother Earth is choking on the air we breathe. As soon as they are tasted, we'll be one more. We're stuck repeating history. Now we lost our way. We are so afraid. And everything we say, we've all been betrayed. Have we lost our way? We are so afraid. And every penny saved, we've all been betrayed. All right. Thank you, Cassandra. Thank you, Willie. Appreciate you, Lex. Thanks, James. Whoop. All right, this next song is called Blue Camel, because camels are blue. Fighting for the day. World has lost its way. Fighting for the day. They allow the Savaki, the lavish, expensive, make it costly. The rich get rich and the poor get poorer. Relax it out, some will suffer. Democracy is found in the sea. Let us think that we free. Why yes, it's who I to share. Fighting for the day. World has lost its way. Lands with guns and borders, the revolving door goes over and over to let it become the master. Remember, it's the servant, not the slave. Our actions need to inspire others. Dream more, learn more, do more, become more. That's a leader. Yeah. Fighting for the sake. World has lost its way. Fighting for the sake. World has lost its way. This next song's called Survival. Thank you guys out there in YouTube land. It is rising, and now my boat it is capsizing. All I can do is wait for better days, think of better ways to move on with this life I'm living. Every mistake not so forgiving, but when it takes to feel like I can stand without worry, without anger. Struggle for survival. Complication on arrival. Tumble through a vicious cycle. Fight for all the things you strive for. The stress is a mountain, and all my problems I am counting. All I can do is change what I can show. Give my heart and soul to something that I'm dreaming. Inside my head I feel steaming. No sense of dread, just keep busy hands with the doubt. The road is struggle for survival. Complication on arrival. Tumble through a vicious cycle. Fight for all the things you strive for. Conquer all your trials. Experience revival. Victorious against the rivals. The beauty Survival. Thank you guys for listening and tuning in. This next one's called Reminisce. See yourself around. Get up off the highway. Push yourself some way. Leave it at the door. You have time to ignore the mental fog that plays you. Spotlight on you burns into you deep within your skin. Yeah. Crowds are singing songs you wrote up, places you have been. Yeah. Notes and lyrics change perspectives, let it all sink in. Let it all sink in. Riding down the road to the show, complete unknown, uncharted destinations through the rain and snow. All the while camaraderie and brotherhood it grows. Brotherhood it grows. Our community, friends and family, give us hope to lean on, pushing every day, doubts and fear away. Feel something to dream on. Polished rhymes when lost inside my groove that never breaks. Syncopated melodies without any mistakes. Improvised 1,000 times to hear the sound it makes. Hear the sound it makes. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. Ba-da-ba-ba. This next one's called Release. Thank you guys. We got Luke, Cone Eclipse. Thank you guys. Now you walk me past the stars, trying to put back the pieces. As I always swear intentions to make. Maybe angry some and some again. Release. One more out and I'll be just fine. Built up these walls, tear out the tear. Adaptation, apprehension. Never what you said to me. What was your sympathy? Talking to myself. Everyone is, but nobody's listening. Release. Thank you so much. That song was called Release. Hope you guys are doing well out there. Thank you, Wildcat. Thank you, Ernie Ball. Thank you, Aztec Brewery. This next song is called Toe the Line. It's time to work for the overlords. Give them their share or be thrown overboard. Please be silent obedience, or your demise will be immediate. This land is your land, this land is my land, but it's mostly their land. Don't show the line, show the line, show the line. They're gonna take their piece, interest on the lease, 'cause mostly their land. So show the line, show the line, show the line. You see an alternative. You had better be affirmative. To stand and shout against establishment. Open your mouth and reach banishment. This land is your land, this land is my land, but it's mostly their land. So show the line, show the line, show the line. They're gonna take their piece, interest on the lease, 'cause mostly their land. So show the line, show the line, show the line. Eh, eh, eh. This land is your land, this land is my land, but it's mostly their land. So show the line, show the line, show the line. They're gonna take their piece, interest on the lease, 'cause mostly their land. So show the line, show the line, show the line. This land is your land, this land is my land, but it's mostly their land. So show the line, show the line, show the line. They're gonna take their piece, interest on the streets, 'cause mostly their land. So show the line, show the line, show the line. Eh, eh, eh. All right, this is our last song. These are all originals. So yeah, we got one more for you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate you guys. This one's called Vantage Points.
Yo, thank you, Cassandra. Like the glasses.
All right, here we go. point, always looking high, trying to fill the void. Time and there's no control, 'cause I get weak. I pop the clouds, I can see. Thank you so much. That was called Vantage Point. Appreciate you guys. Much love to Wildcat, Ernie Ball, Aztec Brewery. Thank you guys so much for everything. Woo! We'll see you guys.
Hello, and welcome back. We are here with Dorian Tide, who just murdered it. And if you missed it, do yourself a favor, go back and watch it again, because that's the beauty of the internet. It ain't going nowhere. First off, we want to thank you all so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Great show. Great talent in this band.
Thank you.
Starting with the man to my left, let's just jump right into it. What's your name? Where you from?
My name's Tim Apple. Born and raised SoCal my whole life. Kind of been all over the place, but yeah, sing and play guitar for Dorian Tide. Yeah.
Let me ask you this: where does the name come from, Dorian Tide?
It's actually a question for Mason. He explains it better than I do.
Well, we're all kind of music geeks. We all went to music school, and we all have done a little bit of teaching in our time. And Dorian is a type of musical scale. You know, one of the things that we like to reflect in our music is a little bit of thoughtfulness when it comes to the way that chords move from one to the other. You know, anyone who's studied music for very long knows that a lot of music is fairly repetitive in the chord choices, so we try to take it that extra step and be a little bit more thoughtful. With what we do, and we wanted to have a name of our band that kind of represented that. Yeah.
Awesome.
And then Tide kind of, you know, reggae beach. We all grew up around the beach.
Yeah, we also need to let people know we were reggae fans.
Yeah, Tide, you know, had to put the reggae vibe in there too, you know.
What's your name? Where you from, brother?
I'm Chad McMillan. I'm from SoCal as well.
For your whole life?
Yeah, from Rancho originally, and now Murrieta.
Awesome.
Yeah, loving it.
Moving on down.
And my name's Mason. I play keys and I play guitar, and I also do our production as well. And I'm from Rancho Cucamonga, born and raised in Laverne, but that kind of area, Inland Empire area.
Gotcha. Awesome.
He also plays melodica.
Oh, yeah.
He does it all. He's an
At
ambidextrous.
the keyboard, right?
My name is Miguel Diaz. I am half Mexican, half Colombian, but I grew up in SoCal all my life.
Awesome. So you got the best of everything in you,
Yes,
huh?
sir.
Now, let me ask you this: what are some of your biggest musical influences?
I like the Spanish rock band Maná, and I grew up with norteño, so I grew up listening to a lot of Intocable, and honestly, Tribal Seeds has been what's been putting me on to the reggae. So I've only been listening and playing reggae with these guys for about almost
I think it's about 2 years.
2 years. So I'm fairly new to the scene, but I'm loving it, man. Every time I'm in the
you
car.
wouldn't have thought that.
He holds his own.
He's killing it with
He
them
holds his
drums,
own.
those
Exactly.
backing vocals, everything.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I try.
Just
I
keep
try.
doing
try
what
my
you're
best,
doing,
man.
brother.
We just pushed him. We're like, why don't you sing too? Let's see,
Yeah.
like, oh, it's killing it.
Can you
Do it
drum?
all.
Can you also
Yeah,
drum?
right? We need a light,
Now
a
blindfolded.
light man, too.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
Work those lasers while you're back there.
Yes, sir.
Moving on down, what are some of your biggest musical influences?
When it comes to reggae, I love the Expendables.
Well, we want to know music in general.
music in general, you know,
inspiration comes from everywhere, man.
So I'm a primary songwriter for this band. So a lot of my songwriting influence comes from Paul McCartney, Mark Knopfler, Paul Simon, Lindsey Buckingham.
Yeah.
And you know, there's a particular era of songwriting that was just really special to me, and I grew up with it. My dad showed me a lot of great music as I was
Thanks,
growing
Dad.
up. And thanks, Pops. Appreciate it. And I just, you know, have really gravitated toward the songwriters that just utilize every tool in the box, you know,
Awesome.
and the guys that I mentioned are just powerhouse writers, and you know, they can write your 2 or 3 chord song that's wonderful that everybody sings along to, but then you know, you listen to the deep cuts and there's just magic there, and they're geniuses, you know. So that's some of my
you do a little bit
influences.
of everything. You play everything. I'm sitting there tap dancing as well. Yeah.
You saw that. I hope
saw
that. I hope that
yeah.
wouldn't. I wouldn't hope that.
Well,
wouldn't
we
make the cut.
didn't miss that stretch out there. Like I got
I need someone backstage to hit my pedals for me.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Same question, man.
Yeah, so Flea was the one that got me inspired with the bass. So I got to give credit to him and
Credit where credit is
like
due.
Les Claypool, those kind of guys. So I was pretty young, and yeah, my dad got to show me some cool music too. Like he turned me on to some Bob Marley early on. Remembering
Can't go
like
wrong.
going to Havasu, listening to that stuff, just ingrained in my brain. And then classic rock, of course, AC/DC, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd. I grew up on that stuff, and then you know, just I like listening to like all styles of music, and just trying to keep my mind open to, you know, get a little inspiration from this where I wouldn't expect it, and
You
never know where
try,
you're gonna get
exactly.
it.
So I mean, hip hop. I mean, you know, all EDM, like all kinds of random stuff.
Funk.
Yeah.
Funk.
Funk.
Yeah,
Funk.
yeah, you're
So
missing
that-
your biggest one there.
Well,
Funk.
so yeah, that goes without saying. I mean, like, so Flea, yeah. So he was inspired by all like the, you know, Parliament Funkadelic, James Brown. So like I spent a lot of time learning all that style, and it probably, you know, comes out even with like subconsciously or consciously. And so yeah, Parliament, Funkadelic, those are huge influences for sure.
Awesome. What about you, brother?
Yeah, my journey's been pretty eclectic. Like, grew up doing like gospel when I was like, you know, from
That kind of shit.
4 years old, you know, and then it kind of went to hip hop, and then grunge was a huge like, okay, man, I want to do this. This is awesome. So I was about like, I don't know, 11 years old, started doing all the Nirvana and all the, you know, all the whole grunge scene and everything, and then from there it went to like a lot of punk rock. So a lot of the, you know, NoFX, Rancid, you know, Bad Religion, you know, on and on and on, all the players in that era from 20 years ago. And then it kind of went to the prog, kind of like prog metal and kind of bluesy stuff. So like Robin Ford, you know, Holdsworth, but my fingers aren't long enough to do any of that stuff, you know. You know, Paul Gilbert, you know, kind of just the nerdy, you know, Petrucci, nerding out, trying to like get better at my instrument, you know. And then yeah, from there, just kind of, you know, I've always had the SoCal like rock reggae kind of vibe, you know, Sublime and all that stuff. And yeah, these guys are awesome. It's just like we
you
have
got
this
some
eclectic
great
mix,
weapons
and
in your band here,
we just
bro.
kind of pull it all together and create, you know, what we have created. So
And you're a great weapon yourself.
Oh, thank you.
Speaking of which, what were you playing on tonight?
it's the new,
Brand-wise.
yeah, Fender Strat. It's the new Ultra 2. It's super nice. It's got the noiseless single coils on there, so
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
lot quieter than your average single coil on the old
And
models.
got a new to you?
Yeah, it's like what, 2 months, 3 months?
Yeah, very
Yeah.
new.
So is that the dream, or is?
Yeah, for reggae, like I was playing a JP6 Ernie Ball, and it's awesome for like high gain stuff, but like it's just there's no dynamic active pickups. It's just not a dynamic guitar, and I need dynamics in this band. So Mason's been like, dude, you got to get a different guitar, and I'm like, yeah, I know. And we're like, so I started messing around.
Put
with
it all
different
on
stuff,
me.
and- well, I wanted one too.
He was
but,
very happy with his
Yeah.
Ernie Ball, but
Yeah. No, I really wasn't. Like, it's great for like I said, like the high gain stuff, but like when you want to tone it down and it's just not a lot of dynamics. So yeah, this guitar ended up, tried it out, and they have the new model, so there's like the cutaway on the joint too, so it makes it easier to play a little higher up, and yeah, I just love it.
Awesome. And what were you playing on today, brother?
So I got the Fender Jazz 5-string. I love it.
You can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Someone said in the comments, "Do you have an extra string on your bass?"
Yeah.
That was James.
Yeah,
Is that James?
Yeah. So I mean, I
Doesn't
love
know where it
the
came
jazz
from.
bass. I have Ernie Ball Stingray that I love too, and but yeah, I switched over to jazz bass like in like high school, and I was rocking a Squire Jazz, and I modded it up with some Bartolini pickups and a new bridge and all this. I just loved the tone and the growl and like how versatile it was. And then came time for me to like get one, and I was kind of being too cheap about it. So my
But
wife,
they're not cheap.
but yeah, my wife and my dad and my godfather, they kind of pulled some money together and
That's right.
and
Thank you
and
guys.
got it. And so I'm grateful for that, 'cause they knew I would probably just stick with what I've got.
Yeah.
But I'm
Hey,
loving
you
it.
pulled it off one way or another.
Plays like butter, and I can switch from active to passive, bridge neck pickup, blend them. I can really get really dubby and super reggae vibe, and then with a quick adjustment, kind of get into like a tight, funky kind of sound, and sounds great for slap.
Toe the line.
Tell the line, so
Toe
that's
the
a fun
line.
one. Yeah.
Well, so is that the dream guitar, or what's the
Yeah,
dream
I mean-
for you, or just next on the bucket list?
Yeah,
something
I
that
mean,
you've been eyeballing, or that's what you've been eyeballing, huh?
Yeah, it's been on my list for years before. I wanted a real Fender, not just the Squire that I pieced together, which is great.
The Frankenstein, hey,
not-
they work.
I still
man.
have it, and it made in Indonesia, and I saved up my money in high school and got it, and again upgraded it, and just play the hell out of it. I still pick it up every once in a while. It's a 4-string, and I'm like, oh, it feels good.
It's so small. What
Yeah,
is
it's like,
I could do everything with this.
yeah, so it's cool, but that
activities.
I'm good for now. I mean, I have a lot of cool tools to work with. Maybe like a keyboard base to mess around with, but
That's right.
Got some cool pedals too,
Yeah.
so you can keep them occupied.
yeah, I didn't bring them out today, but we usually not as much for the originals. But there's a lot going on. I don't want to step on anyone's toes too much, but we'll get jammy if you come to the shows. We'll we get a little dubby, and I'll bust
right.
out some some cool stuff.
Awesome.
Same
What were
question?
you playing on? Yeah.
I got
You got
a
a lot of
PRS.
things.
I got a lot of stuff. I got a PRS.
Let's go through the list.
Yeah.
How was
Yes.
PRS Custom 24 running into a Quad Cortex, which Quad Cortex, if you know, you know.
Game changer.
And then I got the Nord Electro 6, the hammer action keyboard on bottom, and then I got a Korg Cross 2 on top, which is synth weighted. So it's nice to be able to have a non-weighted keyboard on top and then a weighted keyboard on bottom.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the keyboard stuff that this band calls for is a type of technique where I have to play pretty fast with one hand, and the hammer action, sometimes there's a little bit of a delay with the keys coming back to your fingers after you push them down.
Gotcha.
So, and then I also have a Yamaha melodica up there with a little microphone on top of it, hovering above it, that's going into the Quad Cortex.
Which wasn't always a thing.
Yeah, that's a fairly new development. The melodica is a fairly new development. My roommate is a drummer, and he had some drum hardware lying around, and that's what the melodica is standing on. As you
Makeshift
saw,
stand.
like, my hands are pretty full, when we're playing.
Yeah, it
So
looks like it.
having the melodica on a stand with a microphone already primed and ready to go on top of it was all the push I needed to add it to the rig and bring along 2 or 3 more cables. Just
You definitely utilize it well too, man. Like
Thank you.
the couple of times you played it, it was sick.
yeah, we've been trying to implement it a little bit more. And like Chad said, if you come see us live, we're a little bit more jammy. We wanted to keep it high and tight today. We got an album coming out, so we're hoping that this is a little sneak peek for our fans out there to hear some of the songs we've been working on and really trying to hammer down an arrangement. Anyone who's in a band knows that every time you go out and you play the song, it's a little bit different, right? But when it comes time to record, you have to.
Everything
When it comes time to record, though, and when it comes time to make a record, you have to kind of make a decision on some of those things. And we've made those decisions very recently. And so I think that's kind of reflected in the performance that we gave today, where
definitely
everything had a little bow on it.
It sounds like we got you at the perfect time because you actually hammered everything in. And
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, for me, that adding the melodica was a pivotal moment. Like I wanted to listen to reggae even more.
Right. Yeah, he's a big Ian Young
Yeah,
fan.
Ian. Shout out to Ian, bro.
Melodica inspiration, man.
Yeah,
that's
for
right.
sure.
Yeah.
He's pretty dope on that freaking melodica.
Yeah, he so kills
he's
it, bro.
Fucking dope on it.
Got the dreads, everything, bro.
Dreads longer than me.
I am playing on a DW performance series. I recently got it, I think, about like 5 or 6 months ago. I was playing a Thomas Starr classic for like 5 years, and then actually ended up meeting this guy up at the Guitar Center in Westlake, and we just swapped drum sets. I gave him mine, and he gave me his, and we both went our ways.
All right.
Honestly,
I guess win-win.
I love it, dude. I always wanted a DW, and the kick is actually a 20-inch versus the 22 that I had. So I wanted something smaller, portable, and something I could just throw in the car and not worry about like space and stuff. So
That's great.
What about your cymbals?
Yeah,
it sounded phenomenal.
yeah, I have different brands. I know some drummers are like super picky and they need everything to match. I'm not like that with my cymbals. I don't know it's what I got. It's what I'm working with. Eventually down the road.
You know your sound. You know what you
Yeah,
want to get, what you want to put out there. So that's awesome.
And my favorite part is actually the timbale because that's a Pearl Joy Jordison signature snare drum. That's not even a timbale, but I took off the bottom head and it sounds amazing.
Yeah.
The
just
Slipknot
cranked it.
timbale.
Yeah. I know.
Make it work, huh?
Get a crack.
It really does sound great, though. I roast him about it all the time, but I can't roast the sound. It really genuinely sounds good.
Yeah, I think it's because it's a metal snare, so it's just got that nice ping on it. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm working with.
Well, it sounded great. You guys all sounded super dialed in
Thank
tonight. And really,
Thank you so much.
Appreciate that.
Can't wait to hear the album when it's done. Speaking of which, where can we find your guys' music?
Everything's at Dorian Tide. All the social medias, DorianTide.com, all that stuff.
And that is Instagram, Facebook,
yeah.
TikTok.
We haven't done the TikTok yet. We're scared of China, but yeah, we're just got
No, that's not the reason. We're too
I'm just
old.
joking.
That's the reason.
It's a combination.
yeah. But no,
do you have
that's
a
one of the
website?
things. Yeah, we do. Just DorianTide.com.
DorianTide.com.
Yeah, it's still it's mainly done. We're still kind of working on it. We're on that checklist mode right now. Before the album comes out, we're dotting our I's, crossing our T's, make sure we're ready to go and push this out. And yeah, we're planning on just going freaking full force and doing some touring and getting this out and just hoping
Getting the sound
just
out
as
there,
many
huh?
people that will listen to
Yeah.
it.
When do you have a date for the release?
We
We
don't
don't
have
have
an
a hard
exact
date
date,
yet, but we're thinking
3 months, 4 months, 5?
2.
Like 2
months.
Yeah,
we're
almost there.
close. We have
So
one
maybe
more
the
day.
beginning of next year or early?
We're
the
thinking
end
like
of
late
this year?
October, early November.
Okay, so we're still gonna be in this year. Awesome.
Well, hopefully. And who knows? Life happens, and we may end up pushing it back for one reason or another. We feel really confident that we're kind of in the driver's seat. There's no record label coming and knocking on our door.
DIY everything.
So we're doing it all ourselves, and I think that I don't want to speak for you guys, but I think for me personally, I'd rather have it be something that we're really proud of, and we're not cutting any corners or skipping any steps. We're getting out the thing that is the best version of us right now.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
That's our next couple months. We're gonna be hustling.
We're so close though. Like I think we're one day.
We're one tracking day for Tim and one tracking day for him, and then we're done tracking. So then we gotta obviously get some mixing and mastering done, and
which is all him. So he's got a lot of work to do after that.
So we're really waiting on you.
Yeah. Well, not only do I gotta do it, but then these guys gotta listen to it and whine about it, and then I gotta
turn like a child. They do. Well, now you turn him up, you gotta turn me up.
Yeah. Whole mix is too loud.
Oh, the good times. It's a magical
But it's gonna be a fun process.
recording.
We're really excited about it. We're trying to be present and acknowledge that it's our debut album, and we're super excited. I think we're all on cloud nine when it comes to just what we feel about the future and our excitement about the project.
Awesome. Do you have any shows coming up?
So our next biggest one, we're actually doing
United Roots.
United Roots Music Festival down in Baja. So it's actually an amazing event. So we also work with Will from OG Juice Co. up in Marietta. It is like an organic, fresh pressed juices health and wellness spot. And me and him run the OG Juice Jams.
Shout out Will.
Shout out OG Juice Co. Support your local juice
boom.
dealer. But yeah, so we've been starting that. How long it's been? Two years now?
It's been 3 years.
3 years. So we've been. Mason does all the post engineering. Me and him run the sound. He does mainly all the stuff. It's all my equipment, but he's the mastermind behind everything. So
He's the
he tells me,
brain.
just let me do it. I'm like, fine.
He's like, fine, I'm gonna be over here. I'm gonna be back here
What'd you
drinking a
do?
beer.
What'd you do?
But yeah, so
That's a common one.
what'd you do? Yeah, so me and Will has been doing a lot of work down in Rosarito, and we has been linking up with called Baja Angels of the Sea. Shout out to you guys. Orphanage out there in Rosarito. So we go down there and we give them Christmas. Help them out. Local farmers, women's. I guess not shelters, but like women groups and stuff down there. So, and then through that, he linked up with a guy named JT and started putting this festival together, which was 2 years ago, which was called something else. And then they kind of rebranded it, had to kind of figure some more stuff out. And now this is the first year with the new shebang. So yeah, it's going to be 3 days of music. We're going to be doing, Friday will be more of like the local scene. Down in Mexico, and then Saturday it's going to be the big festival. So it's, us, Capital Dub, Ginger Roots, Jativa, Kino from Big Mountain,
Josh Heinrichs,
Ian Young,
a couple guys from Fortunate Youth, I think.
Yeah, and so many people. Sorry if I'm forgetting bands, but it's like 30 bands. And then the third day, Sunday, we're going to be doing our OG Juice Jams recording, like a poolside kind of acoustic vibe thing right on the water.
Oh,
so it's going to be super cool. So yeah, that's our next biggest thing. But yeah, September, we just took some time off because we got to get this album done. And then October, we're going to hit that. And then after that, album should be pretty much hopefully up and running or almost there, and then we can just we're gonna start booking out that stuff to promote the new album.
We got a busy year coming up.
Awesome. Oh yeah, it sounds like it. You're gonna drop everything at the end of the year, and then you're just gonna start next year. You're gonna be going hard. Well, awesome. It sounds like you guys got a lot to do. So get to work.
Always. Yeah, that's all we do is work on music. It's awesome.
Well, again, you guys, thank you so much for being here. You guys were absolutely phenomenal. You smashed it tonight. Hopefully, you got some great content for you guys to go use on your own.
Of course.
And we got some great content here at Wildcat, so we're very stoked. And again, we want us to give a big shout out to Wildcat Guitars, James Hood for everything they do. Big shout out to Dorian Tide. If you don't follow him now, follow him. Go follow him so you can find out when their shows are coming out, when the album's going to be officially dropping. Definitely want to see them live, but if you can't catch them live, you can watch them live right here on the Wildcat Guitars YouTube channel. Also, a big shout out to Ernie Ball. You know how awesome you are. Big shout out to Aztec Brewery for keeping us hydrated all night long. And until next time, Internet, we are out of here. Peace.